Hi, Don P's in the building.
Yee.
Thanks for coming through.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of missed that one already. You should have hit the
Yeah,
He's already slipping.
slipping. Get him in there, man.
So better late than never, man. Hyphy Juice Radio, artist, entrepreneur, content developer, actor. I think you do a lot of different trades and stuff out there. I see you very active. I follow you. You got a great Instagram mass following on there. How do you do it? How do you manage both accounts? How do you run around, keep active? Do you do music full time? I figure you do. You know what I'm saying?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, so it's not like drug related or
Drug related? You mean like
No superpower.
the activeness? Yeah, you know,
doing
being
drugs?
active.
You mean as in doing the drugs or selling the drugs? I don't know. Where in my idea, I definitely would rather be a dealer than a user.
I think so. That's not this
That's just
generation
me.
though, right?
That's just me. I don't know.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Well, are you saying this generation's more users, or because I've seen that meme kind of float around Instagram?
Nah, I see a
bit,
lot of
you know?
people getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we all use something. You feel me? I'm not finna talk bad about nobody. Like, you know what I mean?
I can't. Yeah.
You know what I mean? People doing what they doing. Like, as long as you maintain it and getting your shit done, like, I have nothing to say.
You point one finger and you got four more fingers pointing back
You feel
at
me?
you.
Yeah, what's the point of even doing that? Like, everybody get money, whatever you doing.
How you been surviving during the whole quarantine thing, man? You haven't been quarantining. You've been out there.
Out where? Hell nah. I've been at the spat.
You
The
been
only-
okay? So
The
you've
only
been
place I do, man, I go to certain things, but like I'm definitely going to like, you know, places that's pretty safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm at the crib. I'm not, I record at the spot.
Yeah.
Like I do a lot of things.
Everything
I
in-house.
work. I go to the radio station, and do my show, and then I shoot back to the spot.
So you have been quarantining, and then you have been taking it
Yeah.
pretty seriously.
Come on. I mean, the only thing I'm not really gonna do is, live in fear of what's, being put out there. I ain't gonna do that, but I want to keep,
It's
all my
fearful times,
people-
though.
Yeah, but I mean, getting
Right?
scared is not gonna help us figure out what we need to do.
Right. Facts.
I'm not saying
Facts.
there's some people who are gonna be scared. There's some people who are gonna stand up and think about what we need to do.
Right.
I don't know. I think I'm one of the people that'd be like, come on, guys, let's talk about what we need to do.
You're still present on social media during it, I don't think you've let it slow you down. I think a lot of us who are creative have found creative ways to kind of still promote and
But
work
think
during the
about it, bro.
pandemic.
In this particular time, if you're a creative, this is your moment. Anybody that's a creative that's not taking advantage of this particular moment, I don't know how creative you are. Because this is the time that you get creative. You know what I'm saying? You got to
Absolutely.
making something out of nothing right now. This is that creative moment. Like,
All hands on.
They're saying that there's going to be a lot of babies being born around this time, and I was kind of taking that theory to another theory that there's going to be a lot of good music at the same time. Sometimes you had all those babies coming out from people fucking and being in the quarantine. I think a lot of good content's going to come out
quarantine.
too.
a lot of good
so.
sex. I believe, listen, if you got this moment to kick it with your people, because just think about right before this, he was saying, like, you be out there, you be going hard, and before all this happened, yes. I was out there going hard. Yes, you would see me all over the place.
I feel like I still see you out there though.
A little bit. Like
Like
I
a
said,
shoe
I'm-
store. You at a shoe store. Where you
I
like,
did do the shoe
right?
event.
I think
mean,
the Adina twins were interviewing you out there or something
absolutely,
like that.
absolutely. So they definitely always cool to see them.
They're active.
Yeah, for sure. At the end of the day, I work with an artist named JD. He just dropped a new single called Sola with Adrian Marcel and Derek King. So
Nice.
we were there doing a meet and greet for his record with, giving away a bunch of shoes back to some kids who need it in the community with a bunch of other great, community leaders, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The district leader, you know what I'm saying? Noel was there. in District 5. Like, just, you know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Real Oakland was there, you know what I mean? Like, so not the company Real Oakland, but I'm saying real Oakland people was
People really from Oakland.
yeah, people really from Oakland was there, you know, to support Oakland and support, you know, the people that live in the community. So that's what we was there doing, you know.
Yeah.
So when I heard that that's what that was about, of course I went.
And I've worked with Adrian Marcel too. He's a really good guy.
Definitely.
What
Great
high school did he
human.
go to in Oakland? He went to.
No, but I know he's
forget,
a
but-
dope human though, you know what I'm saying? I like Adrian. He makes some amazing music and he's a dope artist.
So you say you manage artists, right? So do you have any advice for artists that would want to be managed?
Say that one more time.
So you manage artists, right? So
Do you manage artists, by the way?
I consult.
Oh, so you don't manage
So-
artists.
so
now.
I
Let's
consult.
clear that up.
Listen,
Consulting.
listen.
You're missing on the sound effects.
Listen. Management
just kidding.
is like, what do you call it? A position. You know what I mean?
right.
A management is a position. You're working with artists. You're working with DJs. You're working with models. You're working with actors. Whatever you're working with, painters. Because I work with all of the above. So at the end of the day, the idea of helping them manage what they got going on, yeah, sure. But to say I'm your manager, bruh, manage your own.
That's a
shit,
little
my
creepy
dude.
these days, right? The
Bro,
word
manage
manager,
yourself,
right?
my guy.
Talk
I'm
to my
here
manager.
I'm here to help you get it together.
You're a manager? Well, I mean, come on. I've managed too. There was a brief stint where I was working with Turf and
No,
doing
but-
like his stuff and
Yeah.
managing his shows.
I
Bro,
think
it's
the title. I'm just saying the title itself.
yeah.
I feel like let's not put too much on that.
The box. Like,
Let's just be all, because nowadays artists are a lot more independent.
right.
Very
You know
much
what I mean?
so.
It's a whole independent situation. So
Very much
just
so.
finding people who are super motivated, really on top of their game, really on top of their hustle, have some things that they really can't juggle because it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah.
And they need help making that happen.
Now, their independent is huge,
That's where I come in.
but you agree that labels are still huge too. They're still prevalent. It seems like a lot of the top
Everything
artists
is
being
huge, bro.
pushed.
Like anybody turning down the idea of whatever can make you get to your greatness, I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what's going to get you to your greatness?
right.
Right.
So if you already closing the door on your own greatness, that's up to you. You know?
Right.
I'm just open-minded to what the possibilities could be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was telling you earlier. I'm just trying to keep my karma good so I can get more blessings. Like, and then if I'm focused on what I'm doing, then, you know, and not hating or being in nobody else's way, really, you know, on purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then, yeah, you know, I feel like
Absolutely.
blessings, that's how you get to the blessings. So that's what I'm on. You feel me? Like, that's what I feel like helping artists is about to me.
Yeah.
I came in the game as an artist, so I understand what artists go through on a daily.
They go through a lot.
A lot. Being a human being.
Artists-
first, and then having to do music and whatever it is you do, you still are human. You know what I'm saying? You still got all this other stuff, and then you have all these great expectations from the artist that you've created.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Within yourself. So,
Right.
you know, that's what the fans and the people want to see. So at the end of the day, you got to give them that. You got to give them music. You got to give them content. And then you still got to go home and be a person.
I want to talk to the artists and then what you said about content. Artists are doing more than just music and videos. Are giving out content and they're going into different professions of making money with it, whether they're selling their clothing or you know, if it's bigger than music. So I think just reaching out to artists, I love the artists out there that are making content because content is forever.
Yeah,
And
for
if you can make one piece of viral video, I've seen artists live off that, you know, and that following they amass from it. And I just felt like we're just living in this content era. Going into content, though, I want to talk to you about artists not really knowing their rights. I own a studio, okay? I'm going to be very honest. When I see artists that come in with the YouTube beat, I think it's maybe just me, but I don't think they own their rights, you know? And I asked them, do you have ASCAP? Do you have any of that? You know, how do you feel about a lot of these artists not worrying about having an ASCAP? A lot of these artists are making songs, and they just want to blow up off the one song. You know, they're treating the whole thing like a lottery system. How do you, I mean, in terms of your consulting, how do you consult that? You know?
Well, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do or how to do it, because whatever might have worked for one artist might not work for a different artist. Everybody's journey, everybody's path is different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not going to tell anybody what they're trying to do is wrong or that that's not the way, you know. So I just think that people just have to keep exploring whatever options they have available to them and keep striving for greatness to try to win, because again, that my only consultation would be to tell them, hey man, you know that's a YouTube beat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, man, well you know you don't own that, right? Okay, well you know the
But artists
producer
don't
could
know
tap
about
back in like, what's up? Something's wrong here.
Yeah.
They don't know that, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna give them the facts. And as an artist and as a businessman, or a businesswoman, you're gonna have to take those facts and
Right.
then apply them to your business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not up to me to just be like drilling on you like, yo, you better do this, you better do that. Nah, because again, like I said, whatever worked for me might not work for them. But some of the things that I do understand and know could help them. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm going to apply that to the situation and then, and see how it works. And I work with a lot of cool people who I've seen was like really against what I was telling them on some knucklehead shit. Like, nah, man, you trying to tell me how to do my shit. And I'm like, all right.
They're usually
And
younger.
they call me back like, you know what, though, P, you was right, bro.
Yeah.
You right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I wasn't listening. I get what you were saying now. You wasn't trying to tell me how to do it. You was telling me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You seen it before,
Yeah.
so you was just trying to express it.
Being hard-headed is part of being young, but
But sometimes people, I'm talking about good people, come back and they realize it. If you're the type
Yeah.
of person that could make a mistake, catch yourself, and then come back and say, you know what, before it's too late, right?
before it's too late.
Before you already blew up the situation, right? You come back and say, you know what? Before I call you a monkey face dog head,
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
I wish artists would stop or realize that point, because a lot of artists
it's
have
a
no
moment
real
where you could just
like.
cross that plateau,
Yeah, and you
feel
see
me?
it, and you're like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, they ain't
that
no coming
that
back.
that guy said that, like.
Yeah, once you cross that verbal line where you said too much, it's like maybe you could rethink your. Just at least stop and think about it.
It's hard though. They're in that rush of emotion. We don't know what type of upbringing or system or what they saw as a kid growing up.
That
has a
got
lot to
nothing
do with it too.
I don't want to hear nobody else blaming shit on
No excuses,
upbringing.
none
I
of
don't want to
that.
hear none
Well,
of that.
you
Because if you walking around out here with the rest of these humans, you seeing how motherfuckers is acting, you don't want to act like that, bruh. You want to be a dickhead. Period. You know what I'm saying? And you could not do that. You could be like, man, you know what? It'd be super raw to just be a dope human and treat everybody with respect and get money and be cool and not always try to run off on the plug and be weird. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
come on, dog.
I dive into that in my PSAs all the time about because I think artists think it's cool to have a persona of an artist. I think a lot of artists think that they want to become an artist so they can act like an asshole, aka Mike Sherm. You know what I mean? And it's just like I'm telling artists like. I just said a PSA about it. Yes, that's an allowance when you act like that. Like you have to have a buzz in order for people to deal with you and want to give you money if you're
But the
having
people
that
that's
type of
acting
attitude.
like an
right?
asshole that they think are just doing that, getting away with it. It's not that they're just acting like an asshole all the time. This is just a moment that happened that was told to you because it was either filmed or heard or whatever,
Right.
rumored, and now you know about it.
The artist
The
entitlement.
rest of the time, they could have been a swell person. They could have been a great guy. You feel me?
Before
You
they
heard
were an
the rumor,
artist?
Now this is the opinion you're going to
Well, I mean, do you see it though? You see people act like assholes just because they're an artist, just because they feel like maybe their music is better than another person. You know, they have this disdain toward that person. Do you see it? Because I see it.
My shit
And,
is the
you
shit.
know, and
I know
it's
my
just
shit is
I feel
dope.
like, bro, that guy may not have good music, but he might become a lawyer.
Okay.
So
Look at this,
maybe
though.
you want to just
Tell
be cool with
somebody
them.
they
You know,
don't have good music, and then wait a couple years and watch that person be a million steps ahead of you.
for sure.
That's not the wave, bro. Telling people they don't got good music. Like,
Right.
Who the hell are you to say, Bucko?
Give an honest critique.
Step back, Bucko.
Wants
Redo
honor.
it, man.
Honest critique.
Listen, man, an honest critique is cool. Telling somebody, hey, man, that beat could be a little bit better, or man, you might want to get that mixed and mastered. Or,
Right.
You know what I'm
Well-
saying? Or even the words. Sometimes, like, you might have said one or two words
Constructive
that
criticism,
could change
yeah.
that whole song into something way better. If they take that as, oh, you're right, you know
Yeah.
what, I could,
Oh,
and then
they
they go
love
back
that.
But Don,
into it,
you
and
give
then boom.
you
That's
give
artists
great
that love
constructive
that.
criticism. A lot of people
'Cause
interpret.
I don't give no hate in my shit.
Yeah, but a lot of people interpret honest as an excuse to be a dick. And I want to say something. I was an artist before, and I did have two types of friends, right? One was honest, right? He told me that my music wasn't, and it wasn't. I look back like, okay, it wasn't good. But like he told me like, wasn't good, it's this, you're not going to become it. It was his version of being honest, but to me, it wasn't my vision. My other friends lied to me and told me my music was good. But I'm going to tell you what, every time I would repay for studio time, I would only think of what they said. You know what I mean? And I felt like if I didn't have them in my corner, I wouldn't have panned out. And I just would have, like, you know, and I didn't make it as an artist, but I ended up loving the game so much I wanted to
Can
be
I
on the
tell
back
you
end
what
of it.
my
So, you know,
assessment
I
is?
don't think
of what you
lying's so
just
bad.
said? This is my assessment. You had one friend who was telling you that your music wasn't good and you felt like he was being honest. You had other friends telling you that your music was good and that you should keep doing it,
That's
and they
their
kept you
opinion.
going and motivated. At the end of the day, the one friend telling you your music's not good,
Maybe he wasn't even wrong either.
was he a music critic? I mean, did
Very
he-
much so.
Okay, so he was very high into
But
the
he more than the hip hop. And,
Okay,
you know.
so he felt like your music wasn't good. People have been wrong. I remember somebody told Busta Rhymes told Q-Tip not to put out Vibrant Thing, his biggest hit record that he ever had in the world.
Did you like Vibrant Thing?
Bro, it was a hit
It wasn't
record.
my favorite song of
It was a
Q-Tip.
hit record. It's not matter if I like it, bro. It was a hit,
Yeah. It's a
hit
record,
record.
and it's a big
That's all
ass
that
record,
matters.
and I'm sure his grandchildren will eat from that record. That's all I'm saying. So, bruh told him not to do. So that's like saying I don't like the song, so don't feed your grandkids off of it. No,
Right.
fuck that, bro. Listen,
good
man,
ass
put
way
the
to put
record
it.
out, get your bread, turn your life around, do whatever you got to do. So anyway, I'm just saying, from your situation,
Right.
one guy telling you nah, some other guys rooting for you. Me, I'm gonna go with the guys that are rooting for me, and then I'm
Facts.
gonna root for myself. And I feel like in this environment,
Facts.
whether you believe your music was great or not, the true reason why you never made it as a rapper because you quit.
Facts.
That's the only reason why you never
no,
made it.
I just
No,
sucked.
what was the genre of music?
You might
did?
think you
said he
suck,
was in
but-
hip hop.
But how many people you heard that you thought sucked? That's popping.
Well, no, I thought some of the music I did was pretty. I was in a band with Kisari Nyoto, and so I had my boy play MPC live, and we added real drums, and that shit went crazy. And you're right. He's right. I quit.
Quit.
Well, no, I didn't quit. Okay, me and Kisari didn't quit.
stopped.
Other band members kept
Quit.
quitting,
So-
and it was
So
such
they
a
quit.
task.
Right.
And my unemployment ran out, and that's how I built that band. Was on unemployment.
Okay, so here's another scenario that I'm gonna say while you saying. What
But
you're
I
saying
agree with
right
you
now.
100%.
Vibe with me on this one. You woke up today. You could have the hottest single in the world by next week, by next month.
Yeah.
Right now, you own a recording studio.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I'm just saying,
Are you
bro.
the karma
I'm not
interpreter,
trying to-
man?
Not
No,
lying.
dog.
Are you
own a
interpreting my
recording-
karma?
Bro,
He's
you
not
own
lying.
a recording studio, bro, and you are a rapper. You work around a lot of rappers.
I work
you know
around
all
them.
about rap music.
I know all
you
about it.
about the music industry, but
Oh,
you
you
decided you don't want to rap no more. I'm not trying to tell you you should, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
you could.
I could.
Nothing. What could
It
stop
didn't
you?
motivate me at a certain
What
point.
could stop you?
Oh, nothing's gonna stop
There
me.
you go.
You know.
That's all I'm saying, bro. And that's
Thank you.
what.
Love
That's
this
what.
guy.
That's
Go
what.
on.
You feel me?
Yeah.
What? That's what I do.
I 100%
When you ask
agree
me,
with
like,
you.
what I'm doing out here with these people, like, that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking at reality from a different view and saying, hey, what if everything you thought about and you worked for and you dreamed about, what about the idea of it all just working out exactly how you want it to work out? What if that actually
Says
worked for
every
you?
successful person ever.
You feel me? What if it really just worked for you?
It just works.
What if the shit? What if the
But,
fucking
hey,
idea
Don,
you thought of this morning
Don.
while you was just rolling a blunt worked?
works?
What?
It's tough though when you have a non-support system. Did you have a support system? Did you have people to combat the haters in your life to get to where you're at? Because you have a
Got
great
the
successful.
haters for me? No, the
Haters are
people
gonna be
be
haters,
turning
yeah.
into haters.
They're gonna be there.
You feel me?
Right.
People be turning into haters that you be like, damn,
Your number
bruh.
one fan. You
Yeah,
can make a
like,
one
damn, you
one
turned
song
into
they don't like. Next
some
thing you know, they're a
shocking
hater.
shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
shocking. So at the end of the day, your support system definitely has to be inside yourself. You have to be your number one fan. You have to be your biggest supporter on those days. And you know, when nobody else is backing you, you gotta be backing yourself. In those days, you feel like, man, I want to quit. This shit is fucking crazy. And then you come up with an idea and you just go back to it.
Go back to it.
Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
it,
Right
man.
back in the
And
lab.
the days that you know.
Failure's part of being successful, is it
Yeah,
not?
come on, dog. The days that you
I'm
don't
a big
do nothing,
failure.
then kick it.
You guys think I'm successful? I have a
failed
lot of
some
failures.
of the biggest
my friend.
shows, and they still ended up successes.
So-
Yeah, a lot of
Kept
empty
pushing.
shows for me. Come on, promoter. I mean, of course, I only
Failures.
remember the ones that were big, right? And talk about those.
Man,
but I've
come on,
had
failures
empty
is just
hallways,
steps.
man.
Right.
And
Just
that's a
steps.
horrible feeling as a
Step
promoter.
to your greatness, bro. That's all failures are, bro.
I think I'll have another empty show at some point in my life.
Come on, bro.
I don't see it.
Maybe you'll have some. Maybe you'll have some pack shows.
Yeah, well,
Bigger than
I've
the ones you
had,
had before.
I've definitely
That's
had
a possibility.
shows. Yeah.
What are you putting out in the universe, bro? What kind of energy you putting out?
Me?
No, I'm saying that's in anybody.
Right.
What
oh,
kind of energy
yeah.
are you putting out there,
Talking
bro?
to the public
You
now.
feel me?
Yeah.
When
hear
I
you.
go to the drive-through or something, and I'm like, man, they finna fuck my food. Then
Guess
my
what
food get
happens?
fucked up.
Your
But if
food
I
is
don't think
fucked
about
up.
nothing, if I'm just happy, like, yeah, my
I'm
shit gonna be
finna
great.
eat.
Yeah.
Then my
good.
shit probably be great.
Do you really think like that at Wendy's? You're like, oh, this
You know
burger's
what?
good.
I said
and it
that
comes out
because
good,
that's-
like, because I think that's a
really
little.
thing. You know, that's a thing for real.
Guys,
But
really
I don't even
positive.
eat fast food no more though. So.
Yeah, okay.
But in reality,
Ever? Are you vegan?
No, but I do like vegan food though. I don't drink milk or eat cheese or butter.
There's that great
You
vegan
like
place in
black
Oakland.
bean burgers.
Hmm?
Black bean burgers.
I like hamburgers. I like hamburgers. Nah,
He's
I
not-
The
eat
black
chicken
bean
burger.
hamburger, right? I
Turkey
love
burger.
that.
I eat turkey burgers. I ate a turkey burger last night.
Okay, so
I like turkey burgers. I don't know.
You
know
have-
what I'm
you
saying?
Turkey
have way over
burgers
the
is
line.
great. A lot of the thing about a burger is just the lettuce, the cheese, and tomato, and,
I don't
and
eat. I
whatever
just can't
condiment.
eat cheese, man. I don't know. I don't drink milk.
Well, there's different kinds of
Cheese is
cheeses.
terrible
You don't
for
like
you.
all of them.
Oh, I like
it's just
vegan
terrible
cheese.
for you.
You like blue cheese when you're eating your wings?
No, sir.
You don't
I
like
eat
no cheese.
You like
cashew-
ranch?
I
No
eat
cheese.
cashew cheese.
What is cashew cheese?
Man, this guy's
good.
at you shop at Sprouts.
I do not shop at Sprouts.
shop
should
at
shop
Trader
at
Joe's.
Sprouts.
I shop at Trader Joe's. No plugging. for
Wait,
Trader
hold on,
Joe's.
hold on.
Joe,
But have you
goes
been to
crazy.
Sprouts?
Of
Have you been to
course.
Sprouts?
What do you mean?
Sprouts is pretty amazing.
Sprouts is awesome. I'm not
Thank
hating on
you. If
Sprouts.
you're a single guy, I'm just telling for the single guys out there, people.
Okay, look, when I lived by the lake in Oakland, when I
Uh-huh.
lived, you know what I'm saying?
They have a Sprouts in Oakland, right?
Sprouts is
They
right
have
on
one on
Broadway.
Broadway. When I lived by the lake,
Oh,
I would go to
wow,
Sprouts
okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
I go to Sprouts all the time,
Right.
man, over there. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like I only went there for specific things. You
Like
know
what?
I'm saying?
I wanna
like
know.
vegetables. You know what I'm saying? They got a
Okay.
good veggie
Did
section.
you pass up their pre-made section? Because they have a
Never.
pretty
They
good
got
pre-made.
good sushi too, so I had sushi from there before. You know what I mean? They had I think they do like a Wednesday sushi thing.
Oh,
or
wow, I didn't
something.
know that. Yeah, they had the real Asian people come over
they
and
had-
do
yeah,
sushi.
they had-
Safeway does that too. They have real Asians make sushi. It's pretty.
I like my
not
sushi
eating no-
freshly made at a
Nah.
restaurant.
Thank you. Well, I'm Asian, so I can't eat Safeway sushi. I just
I was about to
can't
say, nah,
do
bro. I
that.
don't know
Like,
if I'm
Packaged fries.
you know what I hate being Asian and going into Panda Express? People look at me and think, "Oh yeah, this place. If he's here, it's good enough for me."
It must be pretty
No, I
good.
swear to God. I
that's
swear
the
to
dumbest
God.
thing in the world.
They go and they look at me and they're like, "Oh my God," because there's no Asian people
That
that
is
work
hilarious.
at Panda.
No one Asian.
They're
even
only
goes
really
to Panda,
Americanized
really.
Asians,
Like,
but I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
you know, like they look at me and they go, "Oh, okay."
so time out.
You walking
don't
to
like
Chipotle.
Panda Express is horrible. What's up?
You don't like Panda Express?
It's fucking horrible, man.
that's that stomach.
You trust
That's
orange
that
chicken?
stomach
You trust their orange chicken? This is crazy. Y'all trust?
I like their honey
that orange
prawn
chicken.
walnut shrimp.
That is
You ain't
pretty
never
good.
had that
That
dragon
is that
beef,
is
bro?
pretty good.
Yeah,
I've had
some of their
that
steak be hella
I just
good.
don't like admitting it's good. I think it's like I don't know. My lab people don't like admitting Taco Bell is good. They talk shit about
Taco
it.
Bell's terrible.
So,
That's a whole
Now
other
you
story.
talking about a tummy ache.
For
Bro, that's a real
For
tummy
real
ache
Dude,
right there.
you remember that
Real
one Taco Bell
problems.
commercial where they're in that fancy table and they're all eating Taco Bell and it's catered Taco Bell? I was just like, bro, that's got to be the worst fucking bathroom ever in that commercial.
Nah, bro.
It's like,
Nah, bro. I
can
don't.
you imagine people just eating Taco Bell and like at a party? It's just like
Back in the day, though, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? That shit was alright to eat. You know what I'm
Taco
saying?
Bell?
when they had the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
when I was a
bro.
kid,
Right.
American fast food was like
All that shit was
delicacies
good,
to
bro.
me,
Nobody
bro. Because
capping,
my
bro,
parents
like,
didn't like
come
eat
on,
that
dog.
shit. So
We-
Taco
we-
Bell was a shit
We
when I
used
was
to
a
all
kid.
eat that shit. I'm just saying, when you in a space right now, bro, where you can actually understand what, you know what I mean?
It's a revolution.
I
you
want to
put
talk
in your
about
body.
the,
It's a
the
food
great,
revolution
great
right
fast
now.
food debate, though. Chick-fil-A or no?
You don't do fast food.
I don't really eat fast food.
Okay, but it's Chick-fil-A. It's almost like not fast food the way they take care of their food,
I'm
right?
not caring about what anybody say. Chick-fil-A's on fire. They,
I'm not
I
mad at
100%
Chick-fil-A.
agree.
I'm
They sell
not mad at
food
none
like
of them
a crack
spots.
house.
I just for
He
me,
doesn't
though,
know, or you know, but you just can't comment on it because you haven't been there, or you just don't do fast food, so you don't know.
I have been to Chick-fil-A.
And you've
I
had
ate-
their food.
Bro, they got all the great dipping sauces.
The
Listen,
great
bro,
dipping
They got
sauces.
dipping sauces. That's what I respect about
The
the
great
dip game.
dipping-
I'm not mad
I like
at
their
them.
chicken.
Here's the
Can't be
thing
mad.
about me.
You got
I
dipping games on
actually
point.
just like to cook. So, you know what I'm saying? I cook a lot. And, you know, I worked as a chef for a long time. So, you know what I mean? I cook at home. I cook a lot. It's like,
He lowers his
for a
standards
minute,
for
it took
fast
me a
food.
minute to be like, okay, I just
yeah.
want to start cooking. And then, you know, once all this shit happened, the little pandemic, then I'm like, oh, I'm
Now
at the
you got more
crib.
time.
Yeah, when I go to the store, I go get all the shit I want to eat. I'm like, oh, I'm finna make me some shrimp, blah blah blah, nachos right now.
You know, I see
I'm back on the
E40.
couch. You feel me? Netflix.
I see E40 turn into a cooking show, his Instagram, and it
yeah.
just inspires
Nah,
me
I mean,
to cook, man.
I started to
always
do a
see
cooking
E40
show.
cooking now. I'm
Hey,
like,
you know what
I started
cooking?
to do one, but 40 can really, you know,
He can really
he's
cook.
creative.
The cooking show that
Creative.
inspired me was OMB Peasy show. That shit. I mean,
His shit was funny.
his shit hella-
Yeah, shouts out to MBPZ.
Yeah.
That's my bro. I
oh
fuck
yeah,
with him.
he's popping.
Yeah, for many moons. Yeah, but yeah, man, you know, I cook too though, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was gonna do a cooking show, you know, thinking about it. I still might do it, but end of the day,
It's on the
I cook
table.
a lot of, you know, a lot of cool things. I can cook crazy crab. I cook some shit like, you know what I mean?
I don't like crabs. I have a hard time breaking it open.
I don't like lobster. I don't know what the hype is about it, but
Yeah.
I don't like lobster.
You
Lobster's
would like
a-
my fried lobster though.
I'd have to try.
I bet I
You
would. I bet I
You'd
would.
love it.
I bet I would.
You would
I
love
like
my fried
lobster.
lobster. I
Lobster's
make
great. I
fried
mean, I'm
lobster.
fine with lobster tail. You
Come on,
know.
dog. You would love it.
I like
But
all
like-
seafood, but lobster, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine seeing a lobster for the first time? You would not want to eat that thing.
I've done that. We've all boiled some crabs.
It looks like a
lobsters.
huge insect.
It looks like a huge
It's
cockroach.
definitely an insect.
It's the
A
ocean.
huge
ocean's
ant. That's
cockroach.
what I feel like
Definitely
a
a
barbecued
giant
ant.
insect,
Yeah.
for sure. That's very tasty when seasoned, right? You feel me? I'm with that
spider.
tell-
Bottom feeders are usually very tasty.
I done had big ass 5-pounders, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like big
5-pound lobster.
Yeah, the big 5-pounders.
Hey, they have
bro.
some good
They'll
lobster
take up the
tails.
whole plate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I cook that bitch up.
Yeah.
No cat.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the West
Cooking's
Coast
a
lobster.
lot. No,
I don't
to
really
me,
like
it's
West
the
Coast lobster.
the preparing, then the cooking, and by the time you're cooking, you're already freaking hungry, and then you gotta wash after. I think that's why a lot of people
Let me
are,
tell
you
you something.
know.
Maybe I just grew up with some amazing old ladies. Okay, I think that's what it was. I was blessed to have 4 grandmothers at one time.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh.
See, I had one.
So I had
Alright.
4.
Wow.
I had 4. They were all young and beautiful, and like they all knew how to cook. They're all from down south. You know what I'm saying? So they all would cook together. So you can imagine some of the Thanksgivings and Christmas dinners, like gumbo, like pies. They would make all the crazy pies, and I would just be in the kitchen spying. You feel me? I'm coming in, I'm tasting, I'm watching them whip it, and that's how I learned. You feel me? So end of the day, my cooking skills come from some of the greats. You know, that's where I learned. You know how you got to taste it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
If it
right.
don't taste right, it ain't right.
Did you blend them all together? All their little tricks and trades and stuff like
Absolutely,
that?
bro. You know, I watched what everybody did. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like my one
chill.
grandma, she used to make me pancakes from scratch when I would go to school in the morning. She'd be like, "You want pancakes?" I'm like, yeah. And she just go in there and make pancakes hella fast. And I'd be like, "How did you do that without no mix? This shit tastes
Right,
amazing."
right.
You know what I mean?
That no mix.
Flour.
Your fingers up to your head. Like,
hold
how
up.
did that
Baking
I
happen?
seen you grab some flour.
Salt.
I went to the bathroom. I came
The
back.
first superheroes are
It's
grandmas,
full
right?
Pancakes
Man,
out here.
tell me
You
about
just
it.
grab flour, and now it's pancakes out here.
I love grandmas.
Hold up, you know. So you know, I was just blessed to, you know.
My mom can cook, but like traditional Korean food with my grandma, man, like no one can touch that. And I don't feel the same way about Korean food because I just only know my grandma.
So you Korean?
Yeah. So when I go to a Korean restaurant, I'm just like, oh, that shit is
Are
disgusting.
you South or North
I went to
Korean?
Koreatown.
I'm
You
North.
fuck with
I'm
Koreatown?
communist motherfucker.
You been to
No, I'm really
Koreatown?
not. No, I'm from the dirty South,
In L.A.
South Korea. What's that?
L.A. Koreatown.
Yeah, I'm not from LA. My mom was actually pregnant on the plane. I was her little excuse to stay. My parents aren't citizens or whatever.
Yeah,
you,
the women
you,
love
you,
to do
You've been
that.
to Koreatown.
Yeah.
Did you eat out there at any of the restaurants?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I ate out there with my homie, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
One of my homies just, you know, we did a whole project together called a Kush Hour.
I think I seen the homie. Yeah.
We did a project called Kush Hour.
He's
So,
Korean, right?
Yeah, he Korean.
Yeah.
So we did the Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker thing, but it was about weed and shit, the Kush Hour. So we shot a dope ass video, got Nump in it, everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Yeah.
smooth little video, but when I would go to LA to visit him, you know, I stayed at a big house, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Right.
He had the big, you know, $4 million spot next to, what's his name? One of the quarterbacks from 49ers, Steve. You You know what I mean?
Steve Young.
Young, you know what I'm saying? We be driving through C-Stick. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, but I go fuck with him, and you know, he take me out, and we took me to Koreatown. Bro, they literally cooking the shit on the plate. The grill is made into the
The end of the table stuff. You
know
like
what I'm
that?
saying? So,
You like that, yeah.
Well, this gave me the opportunity to make the shit how I wanted it.
Well, you're like, this is my kind of restaurant. You can cook it
because
yourself.
I'm like, bro, you mean I get to cook my own shit? You're gonna bring me all the stuff that I need right here.
He's like, this is
and I'm like,
perfect.
bro, I'm finna make it for everybody. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Next thing you know,
Right.
oh, that shit hella good. I put a little salt on that shit. Because they probably wasn't gonna put no salt on it.
Eat it
I'm
with
just saying.
sides.
Yeah.
Dog, all I'm saying is, I fuck with Korean food.
All the
I
little
fuck with
dishes.
man,
Did you
dog,
eat all the
I was
little
fucking with it,
dishes?
bro.
The little.
The only thing I do
for the
not
record,
really fuck with is
kimchi.
Yeah, I hear it.
Come on, bro.
Hold on.
I don't know what the fuck
Hey,
that shit is. but
I
cannot
get
do
why
it.
you guys don't, but it's amazing. It's amazing.
Listen.
Fermented trash.
So no.
You eat pickles, right?
I love pickles. but
Okay, come on.
Those two
So
tastes
you
are
wouldn't
not
eat
the
a
s-
spicy pickle?
The kimchi has like an aftertaste of.
bro, that
like-
kimchi was a little different. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
Well, hold
That-
on. Now it's
scary.
you eat it with something. So if you ever had steak,
I did.
if you had steak,
No.
if you have it with steak,
What's that meat? What's the
galbi. I gotta say it right.
gobi beef?
Yeah. The ribs, bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
That shit's
My
hella
bad.
good.
That shit's hella
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
But I don't like kimchi.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't like kimchi with bulgogi though. I like
But
the
look,
bulgogi
that's
by
what I
itself.
had on at a sandwich.
That doesn't don't taste good. It
Bro,
don't
that
taste
shit
good.
was hella bomb. And then after I ate it, they was like, it was kimchi on there, and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
So
they
snuck
cooked it
in there
though.
on me, right?
They
I
cooked
read
it.
it like after I ate the sandwich because I was just like, ooh, bulgogi.
Yeah,
I
see,
knew
that's
what
what
that
I'm saying,
was.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm finna fuck this sandwich up. I ate the sandwich.
Oh, it's a
And they was like,
sandwich.
oh, there's a little bit of kimchi in there for you, bruh. And I was like, oh, I didn't even really taste it. And I was like, damn, actually that tastes hella good. Does not mean I'm gonna go eat raw kimchi. All I'm saying
I mean,
is,
it's not meant to be eaten
I'm
raw.
saying I haven't had a steak. I've had a
it
nice.
is though, bro. I'm telling you. at
no,
my
no,
boy-
it is,
At my
but-
boy's crib, his mom would make us breakfast and stuff in the morning, and she would have like a little square of kimchi. She had all
Yeah.
types of stuff out there. You know,
Eggs,
you know what I'm
rice,
saying?
and kimchi. Oh.
Bro, eggs, rice. Yeah, she would have all
Oh.
that. She would make the big
I know
ass
that
spread
sound-
every
no,
morning.
eggs,
Well, we
rice,
had a
and
big
kim-
studio in there. We record, and at his crib, and then moms would make us breakfast right before we.
Moms
started
was
recording.
cool with him recording. He was Korean.
What? Bro, if you see the crib, dog, she was like, "Oh, we hit this. Where we chilling?"
That's
at?
not a usual Korean though. You know
Bro,
that Koreans
this-
aren't
bro,
usually.
They in a giant mansion with a studio way over here. She over there. She got control over this whole side of the house.
Oh, you was fucking with
We
the Koreans.
Way over here in the studio, chilling, smoking weed,
South
doing whatever, bro.
Koreans.
South
She-
Koreans.
She
Definitely.
wasn't tripping, bro.
Don P
wasn't
loves
tripping.
Koreans.
I
Let's
do,
put that
bro.
on.
I love
Yeah.
everybody, bro.
Yeah.
I love my
You
Asian
love people.
my
You love
Latin
humans.
people. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
Indian folks, my black people. I love y'all to death. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
I love
black
my
people,
white
man.
people that acts cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ones that don't love me, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what your
I
problem is.
still got a little.
You know,
know,
Don,
it's
you
still-
need haters to be successful. You know, you can't not be a successful person without a hater. I don't think it exists.
Well,
I don't
I don't
know.
think they.
Right?
I don't think they're.
Even the
directly
Pope has
connected.
haters.
I don't think it's directly connected. I think he deserves haters, but that's a whole nother story. But at the same time, directly connected, you have to, look at it like my path is what I'm doing. Haters are gonna hate no matter what I'm doing.
Haters gonna
So, but they're not directly connected, other than the fact that it's something that you have to deal with, just like managing your, checkbook, or you're balancing your shit. You got to deal with haters.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to drink water if you know.
Some
what I
are
mean?
actually helpful, right? Some actually do give constructive criticism because I know as
Bro,
a
haters be
business,
turning into lovers when you get your shit together, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They be hating on you. Sometimes
and that's a
the-
T-shirt.
Sometimes the
That's a
hate
t-shirt.
I don't
is
even see
hate,
him.
but
Yeah.
it might really be
I don't even give him no attention.
somebody giving you the honest shit.
Yeah.
And then somebody you got around you that you think is being honest is really hating because they see how far you getting. You know,
I've had exactly what
You
you're
know what I
saying.
mean?
I've had exactly what you're saying. I've had a hater turn into a lover.
So they
and-
telling you, nah, it ain't. You ain't.
and it made you think like, well, damn, maybe I was just thinking he was a hater. He was just trying to be constructive or something.
Listen,
you know what I
I
mean?
had
Like-
somebody that I didn't really, I don't like to say I cut people off because that's weird. I
Right.
just, I had to
I do.
stop being
I'm
involved
just kidding.
in situations, or when it comes to my music, or me being like, hey, bro, listen to the song, what you think? Because this person never had any good feedback from me ever.
I hear you. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I know.
Never.
No, I
Oh,
know.
man,
Yeah.
Oh, that song would have been better if you got Tupac on it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, Tupac, how am I get? What? Okay. okay, bro, shit. Tell me something else impossible to do to make my record better. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, bro. I spent hours on this. I'm glad you shitted on my dream. But I realized motherfuckers was like that, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop asking certain people or stop wondering about what they think, and I'm just going to put my shit out. And if everybody hate it, and if everybody say you suck, then that's everybody right there. Go over there. It might be a whole bunch of people over there that say you're the greatest.
Yeah.
I ain't saying fuck those people. I'm just saying go over there where the people love you at.
Okay,
go where the love is at.
All right, so as you've seen in the Bay Area, like there's a lot of hate, like as you're performing. So Brian, I know you see it, Brian. Everybody will stand in the back until the headliner gets to the stage, basically.
Oh man,
I don't think that's indigenous to the Bay Area though. I don't think so. I don't think that's the only Bay Area thing.
Well, you've been around states, so you would know,
that's
right?
what I'm
They do
saying.
that everywhere. They do that everywhere.
I've never.
Well,
seen
hold
it
on. And
everywhere.
the stigma
I literally
is that
haven't.
you in Utah, they come to the front of the show, or you know what I mean? Like, what's that about? Like, they do that in Wyoming.
In Utah, they come to the front of the show for the people that the people booked to come out there, and they was already ready for those people.
That sounds like here.
Right.
So at the same time, those little dudes that performed before them, when nobody came to the front, that's what we talking about right now.
Right. Yes, that's exactly right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people gonna experience that everywhere. That's not hate. What that is go to your studio, record that hit record, market that hit record, let everybody know that hit record exists. Make some fans.
Make a buzz.
Go back to Utah and see the difference.
Right.
Get out your own head, man. You're
Yeah.
fucking your own self up. You're in your own way, buddy. Go back and make that hit record, baby. That's all we waiting for.
Well, how do you get your advice for artists that are broke, that don't know how to market, that can't market? I mean, they tell you, I don't know how to market.
They don't know how to budget.
And they have a job and they say they're broke. What do you say? I know what I say, but what do you say?
Are we talking about a very, very talented artist, or are we talking about somebody who just want to be in the rap game because it looks?
Yeah, I'm talking about the talented one,
mid-level?
actually.
How
Yeah,
about
okay, I'll go
mid-level?
mid, but I'm talking about the
How
actual
has
talented
potential?
one that has a sucky ass attitude because you know he can't see that he's just not devoting 100% of his time. How do you convince him? How do you tell
He
him?
has a sucky ass attitude. If you added that in there,
He
then
went off
that's
the
it.
deep end. He went
He's
off the
in his
deep
own
end with
way.
that one.
Well, there's a lot of that, I think.
I'm just saying
There's
mid-level,
good
somebody
artists.
that has potential.
I feel
Somebody
like
that got potential.
not in all
that
cases,
just
but
doesn't have the resources. How about that?
That's not.
is it all
that's not a bad-
resources
that's
though?
not a bad
Hold
thing.
on.
That's not bad.
But like, hold on.
That person should be inspired
a
to
lot
continue.
of hit songs don't need resources. A lot of songs blow up because they just blow up.
I mean,
I don't believe in the whole resources and a team and a manager. I kind of don't believe in that shit because the songs that I see blow up. But then there are songs that did take some development, to, I guess, you know what I mean? I guess it can go both ways for
Every
sure.
record has to have some sort of something behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, you might see a record or an artist blowing up and you might not know the history.
Right.
Unless you studied all these artists' history, how they came up, then you would know how that record blew up. I know a record from an artist that's here in the Bay Area in Oakland. I knew the record came out 5 years before it blew up. And now it's one of the biggest records. He's performing at Rolling Loud. He's doing, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing that song now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that record was out 5 years before it blew up.
Yep.
So
I just DJ.
I got a record that I put out, I think, 20, I don't even know, like 29, 15 or 14, 17 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's called Let's Smoke. I put the album out, Smoking Odyssey, Spice One, a few different Be Legit. You know what I'm saying? I got a few different. I think I did a record with Jacko on there, and I put the Smoking Odyssey out, and
Jack.
I just let that chill, and then, boom, 20 million views, streams.
Yeah.
It just hit 20 million streams. So it was like out of nowhere, that record busted up to 20 million streams. So it's like you never know when your record's gonna take off. So if you're not promoting all your music that's online, it don't matter how old it is. This is not the time to be like, oh, I did that already, or like you keep creating content, but you put your shit out there and then you put the footwork in, so something could happen.
Who sang that song? Whose booty is it?
John Hart.
So John Hart went to Logan High
Smooth
School. I
produced it.
was actually one of the meetings he was at when he was releasing the single, and he told a great story. He was like, "Man, I was pushing this song for a year straight. I pushed it since last year,
Yeah.
and now it just kind of caught fire. But then when I put I Am Sue on it,
went
then
up,
it just
went up.
really
But a
caught,
lot
and
of
there was
people think
levels to
records
it.
just come out of nowhere, but they really been worked.
They've
So,
been, like you said,
they've been
yeah.
pushed. You
The
know what I'm
whole
saying?
year he pushed, and I tell artists like I've given bad advice. I say, hey, if it doesn't hit, move on to the next one. It's a
When you see
lottery
record
system.
Drop and it's like
is,
it's
definitely.
it's instantly popping. It's like a record from somebody like Capolo, and he drop a record. Next thing you know, it's everywhere and it's
Because
popping.
they already
Right.
have a name base.
Well,
for
he already
themselves.
just had a hit record.
They're looking for the next hit.
Yeah.
So when that record drop, you're gonna compare your brand new record to what he already did.
Right.
That's where people mess up at.
Right.
They try to compare themselves to what somebody else already did who put in footwork that they never put in.
That's where depression comes from.
They start
know,
at square
comparing
one.
You shouldn't be
shit to other
depressed. You
people.
They
should
come out
just
the
go put
studio
in
like,
footwork.
my
Just,
shit
I'm saying, just comparing yourself to other people. That's where a lot of that comes from.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So you look at what he did, and you like, oh, let me not just look at where he is now. Let me look at where he started.
Right.
How did he get there?
Right.
Right.
Maybe I can apply some of that to my hustle and try to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get to that level.
You know what's cool is like I feel like a lot of what you said, kids understand that now, and they can look more nowadays with the technology available to see how you did it with the vlogs, with the media out there. I know I used to watch
But
like,
you can't
But they
really
don't pay
see,
attention
though,
to that.
Because
They-
the true
exactly.
artists that's out there doing it,
yeah,
if they
You
tell
don't
you
have
how
time
they
to do
did
all
it,
of that.
they can't tell you that.
yeah,
So whatever you seen in the vlog, man, if you think
You seen
I'm gonna keep
parts,
it 1,000,
pieces.
really 1,000, man. If you think what you seen on Instagram is my life, you
Oh, no.
smoking a bag of barbecue
Yeah.
and vinegar dicks, bro. Like what you seen was a bunch of shit that I be doing and some of the shit I be doing. But you didn't see my whole entire life on social media, bro. Come on, dog.
can't.
Like,
You can't
and,
possibly.
and,
That's
and at the
gonna
end of
fall
the
down.
day,
yeah, you're not gonna show
nobody
everything.
can show that, bro. If they showing that, they done. People who did that, we seen some of those reality shows that kind of crashed some careers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they showed a lot that they couldn't have showed, but they shouldn't have showed. At the end of the day, that ain't gonna happen to Taylor. You know why? Because she gonna be in that moment, and we gonna say it's gonna be like, oh my God, something bad's gonna happen, right? And you waiting, and then they go, look at her face. Then they go to commercial break, and when she come back, oh my God, my dress was almost late, but it's here. On to the fucking gala.
It's suspenseful.
It's no real problem.
yeah.
Come on, dog. You showing the real problems? That's what they want you to show, so you can fuck your career up. It's
Yeah.
a wrap.
Yeah.
No, sir.
All I show is the bright side.
Come on, bro.
You can
I'm
never
just
see
trying
my
to say,
downfall.
man, don't for young rappers, just like I seen certain people. It's good to tell people, let the fans into your life, let people into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
To a
Even
certain
show a lot.
extent.
Get your snap or whatever it is.
Engagement, for sure,
For
yeah.
sure. Like I'm not saying keep people out of your world. You want to bring them in, but
Yeah.
when you get on a mic talking about all the street shit you doing and all the
Right.
Yeah,
you're going too
yeah.
far.
There's a little
telling
too
on
much,
yourself.
like Pop Smoke, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people telling on themselves about what they doing and in the
Dry
streets.
snitching.
That shit, stop doing that to yourself. That's all I would say. And then you ain't got to tell everything that happened with you and your girl online. Like, all I'm saying
That
is,
stuff's kind of juicy to me, Don
It
P. I don't
is,
know,
though.
man.
But
I tune in.
people
I
love to
give you
watch
my
people
view.
crash and burn though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that though, because it's
People,
entertainment.
do you agree that America
It
loves?
don't gotta be me though.
Do you
Don't gotta
agree?
be me. I want to be one of the people watching. I don't want to be the one
don't wanna
crashing
be-
and burning.
I don't want to be the crash and burn.
Nah, man.
Do you agree that America loves to watch you crash and burn? and
Yes, they
then-
do. They
and then
enjoy
come
it.
back again.
Listen, dog. Arnold Schwarzenegger is in his van, shooting out his car, blowing shit up. Terminator. He can't even die. He just killing everybody. People love it, bro. They love to see you crash and burn.
I
You know what I'm
feel like
saying?
they
love
do.
to see shit get destroyed. The movies just start blowing up shit more. You know what I'm saying? Shit blowing up. It wasn't blow up big. We got to blow up a whole building. No. We got to blow
gotta
up the
make
whole
you
block.
feel the
No, fuck it.
explosion.
Look, just drop an atomic bomb and blow up a whole. You know what I'm saying? Many countries. So like, let's blow up an island. It always turn into something bigger and bigger, when it comes to destruction. People love to see that shit, bro. So, hey, man, people love to watch you melt down and, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they also like to see you come up.
Right.
They like to watch
Very
you grow.
much so.
They like to see people get to the top. You know what I mean? Just, it's different. Everybody got different movies, and everybody go through shit. And nobody got there without no stumblings and issues and
Yeah.
problems. Everybody got problems because we all human beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you see somebody and you admiring what they doing, just know that they also a human being and they got a life. So if they do mess up or make a mistake, just be a little bit more forgiving in your process. You know what I'm saying? Don't be online like, fry that nigga.
Yeah.
Oh man, cancel him.
Yeah.
Or just like, bro, how do you even really know what happened, my guy?
It's the great romance, though. I've seen it happen. I've seen America tear someone down to shreds, and then
everybody's an
but they love to
investigator
come
now,
back
too.
up. I mean, it's just crazy. You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
I say,
It's
you
just
know,
we love to
give
hate
people a
people,
chance.
but we love to give them a second chance.
Everybody
and watch
likes
them back
to
up.
instigate and
Um,
investigate. That's what I like to see now.
So-
Social media is crazy, like right now, you know what I mean? So like I even start fucking with reels and posting little reels on my
Reels and
Instagram
shit.
and stuff, you know, just to
That's some good
like
shit.
you said, you know, it's all about the engagement, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I've been using that, like you know, my Snapchat, you know, I never really got super duper into Snapchat.
I mean, I can't
deleted
figure
my
it
Snapchat.
out.
That
I
shit
felt
take up
like
too much
I
Snapchat
space.
can't
was
find
like
people on
It's a
there.
battery
doing
killer.
a lot. I just
Yeah.
didn't understand,
It
like,
is a battery killer.
what am I doing, bro? I'm just gonna
Killing
tell
your
you
battery.
whatever
I
I'm
just
doing.
can't connect with. It's hard. I
It's
don't know how to
battery.
message
And
you or. I don't know.
Going back and forth, though, you know what I mean? So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this
No,
might
I
be a little
totally
too
feel
much.
you on Snapchat.
So Reels, I feel like is damn near just like that, or kinda,
Well, no, Reels is trying to compete with TikTok.
yeah, with
It's-
TikTok. But I meant to
is-
say
Yeah, that's
stories.
what it's really stories.
Yeah,
Stories
yeah,
is more
yeah,
like that. So
Yeah,
I'm
stories is you're absolutely.
I find
Stories
it more
comes from-
suitable for Instagram.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So I'm like, I'm on one app. I'm
I
just
like
doing all my
Instagram.
shit. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be like.
I'm glad
you know
Instagram
what I mean?
hasn't died like other apps usually do.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like I'm just, you know, because like MySpace died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Facebook
MySpace
currently
died.
something
Facebook
else.
is dying. I feel
Facebook
like.
will never die. That's
Facebook
a
will never die. As long as there's a
multi-million-dollar
drama
company.
topic.
They're
The
not gonna
interaction
do
is
it.
really low on there. Do you notice that? Like how the interaction used to be a lot more when we were on there.
No,
It's just,
no.
I don't
There
know.
is
Lot
what do they
less
say? Like
likes,
10
lot
billion
less
Facebook
comments.
users.
I don't know. I think
Something like
Facebook
that.
is cool. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I think they ain't going nowhere. I think they own. They're actually gobbling up a lot of the smaller companies.
Well, they are the big parent company
So,
for sure.
I mean,
They own Instagram.
I don't see how they could die. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Big boss shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
I don't-
end of the day, bro, like you got to be on your socials working. You know what I mean? My shit. You know, I'm doing a radio show, Hyphy Juice Radio. Like I had some performers come in and perform live. You know what I'm saying, on my show last night. I play new music. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the events and stuff going on. And yeah, man, I just try to, again, bro, positivity, bro. It's enough negativity in the world. It's enough drama and shit. But you know, I ain't acting like I'm perfect. I'm with the drama too. Like if it's drama, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, like I'm trying to avoid that shit though. I'm trying to avoid drama. You know, it's like, you know, I don't know, I'm a fan of Bruce Lee. You ever heard of Bruce Lee?
A little bit, yeah, yeah.
You might have heard of him, right?
Get a couple.
His
of,
whole
yeah.
idea is that you attacking while you defending.
It's great, yeah,
I'm just chilling. I'm attacking while I'm defending. And that's all I'm saying.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get off of me. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm in my own world. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to come up. But at the same time, bro, like you said, it's always going to be haters. So,
Yeah.
you know, let those people do what they do. Let them hate on you. If they let them go in your comments and say all kind of weird shit, block them. Like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you spend your time, I get up, somebody say some shit to me, I'll be like, what?
Long
Your
paragraph.
mama's, you know what I mean? Got a
You wanna interact with
bald
that,
spot
yeah.
on her wig, you know what I'm saying? I say
Yeah,
some crazy
you-
shit, you know what I mean? I start capping on, you know, I get online and start capping, but I still do that for fun, though, because I like to cap, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I like to roast somebody really, you know, if they try to do too much, I will roast a motherfucker. But I'm just saying,
Roasting's
like,
fun though.
yeah, it's
Roasting,
fun.
I mean,
do it
that's
for
good
fun,
nature.
though. I never
like,
take it too
you
far
can't
or try to
take
get too
roasting,
serious or
yeah.
whatever. But
Right.
It
I'm
took
just
me a
saying.
while to get used to roasting because that's an American thing. And as a kid, I could not.
I
get
grew
that.
up with roasting, bro.
I could
Like,
not get roasting.
you couldn't
as a
even be on the
kid.
schoolyard
It's-
without getting capped on, bro. Like you
Yeah.
was gonna get capped on, even if you look tight. You know what I'm saying? You could have the tightest shit on, and somebody's still gonna try to cap on you. And
sure.
that's where a hater
And find your
was
flaws.
Builds
born.
character though,
It's
right?
find the flaws.
You builds
Feel
character,
me?
right?
That was the first hater right there in elementary, the one that capped on you on the day you knew you was fly. He still wanted to start a capping session with you. That was your first hater right there,
I'm a
bro.
lot of people.
He's kind of letting you know though you're fly too because he's bringing a lot of
He's a baby
attention to
hater,
you.
though.
So
I'm
it's
saying
kind of
that
a
was
lightweight
baby
prop
hater.
too.
But he wanted to let you know, like,
yeah.
get prepared for more of me.
Hey
On your
Don,
days you fly.
you gave us some great content. I can
Come on,
only
dog.
go. Yeah, we're at 30 minutes, so we gotta cut it, man.
It's all good,
But
man.
I love
I'm having fun,
you.
man. Let me just say, man, go ahead, follow me, Don P Official.
Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Spell it
Follow
out for him.
Don P. Just type in Don P Official.
D-O-N-P.
I'm
You
pretty
know
sure I'm the first one that pop up at the top, so you know, don't trip. Don P Official.
yeah, Don
you know what I'm
P.
saying?
Spell it out.
Oh,
Like a ref with a whistle, okay? Don P Official.
Hyphy Juice
You know what
Radio.
I'm saying?
Spell it
follow
out.
and follow that. I'm on the air live from on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. So tune into my radio show. Check
Hyphy
out
Juice Radio.
Hyphy Juice Radio. Check out Keek the Sneak, Lil Slug, Clayton Williams. You know what I'm saying? And JD's new record, and check out all my new music. I think we're gonna go out with one of my songs, right? We still gonna play it?
Can we go out to the song?
All right, come on, let's do
Wow, I
it.
feel like a legit.
All right, bet. This some new shit.
Podcaster.
You know what I mean? I'm just some exclusive. This unreleased. This just something that I want to play for y'all.
Leave stuff in the comment section.
New shit.
This is a song. It's called Shark Week. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know
One of my favorite weeks, by the
You
way.
feel me?
It
I love
actually is.
sharks.
I love
I mean,
Shark Week.
I'm super. You know, I'm into sharks. I fuck with sharks. They're sick as fuck.
That's a whole other topic.
Yeah,
we could've
yeah, for
got
sure.
into right there. But
So yeah,
anyway.
Shark Week. Don P. Let's go.
Yeah. 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 Down. CEO on the beat.
I'm gonna have this play while we're just going and let the video just blacking out.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can't.
Fuck
hear
all
it.
the second chances. You only get one time to cross me. Hating on the real nigga, that's when you lost me. Drip, drip, drip. Yeah, you know I stay saucy. She calls me a boss, bitch.